This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Don Brennan has the day off.
Good for him. 2017.
I know, but here it is.
I'm going to write so many checks incorrectly for the first.
I was telling Josh Stone that last week when we were getting ready for 2017. For like 3 months, I swear, I always forget that you have to change the date, obviously.
I know.
And I always forget to put the new year on
Thank goodness for computer-generated checks. That's all I can say.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm going to have to get used to it again. It seems like 2016 just went like that.
I know. It feels like it was just yesterday that we were in 2016. Well, it was.
Well, almost. It was. Exactly. We have some pretty weather shaping up for you for the first start of the work week of the new year. I think we won't see much in the way of any kind of rainfall around today, but there may be some patchy fog in places. Particularly if you're driving inland, there may be some better chances at some patchy fog. Not so bad this morning. Tomorrow morning, maybe a better chance of that. We're looking at daytime highs today. The top out mild, coming in around the 80-degree mark. No rain in today's forecast. Cooler weather on the way. We'll talk about that in just a few.
All right, thanks so much, John. Well, taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning. In Bradenton, all is clear on the roadways over there, so not a whole lot going on at 6 o'clock this morning. Moving on to Sarasota, looks like a little traffic picking up on Bee Ridge Road and McIntosh Road. Looks like there might be an accident over there off I-75 northbound, an accident between exit 200 and exit 205 at Clark Road. So we'll keep an eye on that as you're heading off to work this morning over in South County. Doesn't look like a whole lot going on over there. Well, topping our news at this hour, the Bradenton Police Department is looking for a man who is believed to be armed and suicidal. The department is issuing an endangered adult alert for Khalil Mustafa Graves. He was last seen by his father on Friday riding a gray and red mountain bike. Now, he left a suicide note at his home. Graves is also believed to be in possession of a firearm, and officers ask that if you do see him, use extreme caution. They urge you to not approach him and instead call 911 immediately. We have new details this morning on a multi-car crash that killed one person in Manatee County last night. It happened around 8 o'clock at the intersection of 14th Street and 49th Avenue. The accident closed the roadway to northbound traffic. It happened just an hour after a driver was injured in another accident just a little bit further north. That accident also caused part of the roadway to be shut down at 14th Street and 13th Avenue West. Now, we will have more details on these accidents as they become available. In Sarasota County, a man in Venice is in the hospital after being hit by an SUV. It happened at the intersection of US 41 and Jacaranda Boulevard yesterday morning. Jeremy Broadbent was reportedly crossing the northbound lanes of US 41 when the driver in the SUV failed to see him. The SUV then hit Broadbent in the leg. He was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital with serious injuries. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is releasing the results of their increased patrols over the weekend. Deputies say multiple arrests were made and 11 warnings issued, while 69 other traffic citations were handed out. Now, 2 people were arrested for driving under the influence with property damage. Another 2 people were arrested for hit and run. There were also arrests for refusal to submit for a breathalyzer test, resisting arrest, fleeing to elude arrest, and many other offenses. Well, local animal advocates are showing their disapproval over a local pet store's sale of cats and dogs from commercial breeders. Protesters set up camp outside Petland off Fruitville Road in Sarasota Saturday afternoon. Now, Petland is the only commercial location in the county who sells dogs and cats from breeders. An ordinance banning the sale of puppies and kittens from so-called puppy mills is set to go into effect in Sarasota County on January 27th.
We want to make the public aware again of what these kind of places do, so that when the adjudication or the suit goes before the judge here on January the 5th, the public will be informed about what this is all about.
Petland is suing the county over that ordinance, claiming it is unconstitutional. They say they perform site visits with each of their breeders to ensure that none of their animals are raised in less than humane conditions. With New Year's Eve falling on a weekend this year, there are several closures you should know about today in observance of the federal holiday. In both Sarasota and Manatee counties, all government offices and facilities will be closed today. Now, that includes libraries and the Florida Department of Health. The post office will also be closed. Now, all around the country, people are ringing in the new year by plunging into chilly waters. Polar plunges were held in several states, including right here in Florida. Several locals rushed into the Gulf off of Bradenton Beach, all to help out a good cause.
Well, we've raised just under $170,000, and it's incredible. I mean, all the money goes to Caring for Children Charities. It's a local organization, so 100% of the money goes to them, and it's a good cause.
Well, the event, known locally as the Shamrock Shiver, was sponsored by Clancy's Irish Pub in Bradenton. This was the 9th year volunteers braved those waters, and the group raised $24,000, which will go towards Caring for Children's Charities. Certainly some cold water there. I don't know if I'd be putting my feet in
It's
there.
been colder in other years, that's
Yeah.
for sure. But still, even with temperatures in the upper 60s, there's a chill in the air. It makes it feel kind of cool.
Right, and I did a story like that in North Carolina last year,
Yeah.
which far colder weather.
Oh yeah, you can
Wasn't
believe
gonna do
that.
that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Normally, we'd see about 65, 62 is a temperature of the Gulf water. We're at 69 degrees right now, so we're doing pretty good. We don't have a whole lot of red tide around either,
Right.
which is also nice. However, we have some changes coming up this week. We'll talk about that in a few.
All right, thanks so much, John. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, should you be notified of pollution events when they happen? Well, some businesses are fighting against the new law requiring notice within 24 hours. We'll show you why that could be changing coming up.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So over the next few mornings, we have a potential of seeing some fog develop, especially along our coastal regions. But so far, everything looks pretty good here locally. Inland, there is a little bit of fog, so if you are traveling to the other coasts, say, you may encounter a little bit of patchy fog in inland locations. But so far this morning, it doesn't look too terribly bad. 65-degree air temperature, dew point warmer at 64. We have an east-southeast wind coming in at about 7 and a little bit of fair weather cloudiness out there. The combination of the temperature and the dew point making it feel kind of humid outside. And in fact, over the next several mornings, I think we have that chance of the very humid conditions being felt because temperature and dew point pretty close together. You may have to run some defrosters on your windshields just to get rid of some of the condensation. And you might see, as I mentioned, some patchy fog developing. The potential for some heavier fog exists right along the coast, as some of that fog may be blown inland as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. 65 degrees in Parrish, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch at 66, 65 Mayaca, 66 Northport, 65 Sarasota, Venice coming in at 67, and Inglewood at 68. So we have a frontal boundary kind of stalled just to our north, really not doing a whole lot. A general wind flow up out of the south, helping to increase the moisture and triggering a few showers over on the other coast. But locally, as I mentioned, there's no rain falling, nor do I anticipate too much in the way of a rain shower today. Maybe in inland areas this afternoon, you might get an isolated shower or two. But that would be the only scenario. I don't think we'll see much near the coast. The frontal boundary located to the north will be a focal point for stronger showers today. And an area of low pressure developing on that front will drift off to the north and to the east and pull a cold front our way. That cold front will have most of the energy located to the north. So the heaviest of the storms will be located in north central Florida and the deep south. But as that front approaches us Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we'll have a chance at seeing a sprinkle or two around here as well. Bottom line is, once that front moves through, our weather is going to change for the remainder of the work week, it looks like. Warm afternoon for today. Daytime high tops out near the 80-degree mark. Humid in the afternoon, I think. Higher humidity, but mostly dry. Except, as I mentioned, for inland areas, an isolated chance of a shower does exist. Then as we head into the next several days, warm, humid air lifting northward could bring us a shower or two in inland areas. Then a frontal boundary located to the north arrives on Tuesday, most likely Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and brings a chance at a shower as well. Again, this is a small chance coming in at about 20 or 30%, I would think. And total rainfall accumulations will not be all that great. Effectively, what this front will do will be to shift our winds around and draw down some drier air. Then, after that, we'll get a series of little cool air impulses for the remainder of the work week that'll keep us in temperatures that'll top out in the 60s, as opposed to near 80, which we're doing today. Great news here on the red tide status. We're not seeing anything. Now, Mote Marine did pick an area at New Pass where they did see some concentrations, higher concentrations of red tide. But as far as reports from Mote Marine spotters sampling air quality and letting us know what the actual irritants in the air are like, looks great. All along our area beaches don't really have an issue, and the wind should remain offshore through the period. So looking good there. South wind coming in at about 10 will eventually shift north as that cold front moves through, light chop 2-foot seas. And the forecast calls for a cooler second half to the first work week of the new year. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John. Well, taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning, looks like a little bit of traffic picking up in Bradenton east on Manatee towards I-75. Also southbound looks like it's getting a little bit of traffic picked up as well on US 301 southbound over there in Bradenton. Moving on to Sarasota, we have a little bit of traffic picking up on Fruitville East heading towards 41 for some traffic over there. Also, Clark Road looks like it has a little bit of traffic picking up over there. It looks like an accident between exit 200 and exit 205 on Clark Road on I-75 northbound. Moving towards South County, towards Venice, looks like traffic kind of picking up out towards Venice and on 75 there as well, heading into Sarasota, but nothing that looks like it's too awful out there. Well, Meanwhile, in the Panhandle, several homes have been damaged following an isolated storm that moved through Pensacola yesterday. The storm brought heavy rain and 60-mile-per-hour winds, causing damage to about 30 homes, and 1,000 people lost their power. Luckily, there have been no reports of injuries or accidents.
All of the homes are safe except for minor damage, but everybody is safe, and that's what we're thankful for.
The Red Cross is providing temporary housing for 2 families affected by the storm. If you've been seeing a lot of reports of pollution lately, that could soon be changing here in Florida. A judge is ruling that the law requiring companies to notify the public of pollution events within 24 hours is now no longer valid. Businesses challenged the law, saying it would create excessive regulatory costs. The law was created after it took weeks for the Mosaic company to notify the public of a massive sinkhole at their fertilizer plant. The sinkhole caused millions of gallons of polluted water to pour into the state's main drinking water. Governor Rick Scott's office says they will be reviewing the ruling once more and pushing for a chance to change that law in the future. Meanwhile, in Sarasota County, the Sarasota Ocean Preservers are looking for volunteers to help clean up Lido Beach today. The cleanup will begin at 8:30 this morning, and supplies will be provided to anyone who would like to join in. They'll be meeting at South Lido Beach near the parking lot at the end of the island. The number of Florida panther deaths is setting records for the 2nd year in a row. The main cause, people hitting them on our roads. ABC 7's Kate Flexter has the details.
In the late 80s, early 90s, we didn't even think there were going to be any panthers left in 2017.
25 years ago, when Bill Samuels started working with Florida Panthers, the wild cats were on the brink of extinction. Today, experts estimate the Sunshine State is home to hundreds of Florida Panthers, and the population is only continuing to grow. In November, Florida Fish and Wildlife documented a female Florida panther north of the Caloosahatchee River for the first time since 1973.
Next thing you know, we've got kittens all over the landscape, and the population has rebounded. It's really been a tremendous success story.
But as Florida's panther population booms, so has Florida's human population. The state is seeing tremendous growth, and the available territory for panthers is shrinking, leading to many panther deaths on busy roadways.
It's a good news, bad news. The good news is there's more panthers. The bad news is there's no place for them to live.
Biologists with Florida Fish and Wildlife reported a record 42 panther deaths in 2016, with 34 of those deaths attributed to roadkill.
So, you know, we've got so many humans in the state of Florida, and when the animal numbers get higher, you're going to have that human-animal interaction.
Vice President of Big Cat Habitat, Clayton Rosaire, says those interactions are inevitable, but says it's encouraging to see the iconic Florida animal finally making a comeback.
They're so stunning, so elegant when you see them out in the wild moving. They're just amazing animals, and they need all the help they can get.
For Samuels, that help begins with awareness.
It's not going to be easy, but I think that the future is we could still have panthers in Florida for a long time, and people could have a chance to see them.
Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, the wait continues this morning for another eaglet to hatch in Fort Myers. You're taking a live look at Harriet and M15, where they've been taking turns incubating their 2 eggs. The first egg hatched on New Year's Eve. What a little surprise there. And the baby eaglet has since been named E9. Now, a crack in the second egg also appeared on Saturday, indicating it could hatch at any moment. A live feed of the eagles has been available all over social media, and so far more than 60 million people across the world have tuned in to watch and wait for those little eaglets to hatch. How cute. Well, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, the search continues this morning for a young couple who disappeared during a weekend road trip to California. We'll show you how family members knew something was wrong. Coming up, stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s. Don't miss the Luxury by the Bay event, Saturday, January 21st from noon till 4 p.m. at Harbor Isle. Water ski show, luxury cars, wine tasting, model home tours, and more.
Since 1928, Kerastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Kerastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbybthebay.org.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Welcome back. It's 6:23 this morning. The desperate search continues for a California couple last seen 10 days ago. ABC's Kenya Whitworth has the details.
In this morning's GMA First Look, on December 23rd, 20-year-old Olivia Gonzalez and her boyfriend, 21-year-old Brian Fernandez, told their families they were traveling from their North Hollywood homes to Big Sur. It's about 300 miles away, saying they'd be back home by Christmas.
I am about to break if I go home today and don't find my sister.
The last clue to their whereabouts, a credit card in one of their names swiped at this general store and gas station about 70 miles away from their destination.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking to have to come out here and, talk to people in the town and see their expressions.
Both families hoping they hear from them soon.
I'm just hoping that they're just two young adults that wanted to be off the map for a little bit and enjoy the scenery, and that they'll come home.
And we'll have the latest on the search coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kena Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Type 2 diabetes? Listen up. We're not professional athletes, but that doesn't mean we're giving up.
I'm in this for me.
For me. Along with diet and exercise, Farxiga helps lower blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes, lowering A1C by up to 1.2 points.
Do not take if allergic to Farxiga. If you experience symptoms of a serious allergic reaction such as rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking and seek medical help right away. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems, are on dialysis, or have bladder cancer. Tell your doctor right away if you have blood or red color in your urine or pain while you urinate. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast infections in women and men, serious urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, and kidney problems. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have signs of ketoacidosis, which is serious and may lead to death.
I'm in this for my family.
I'm in this for me.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga and learn how you can get it for free.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC7 and these sponsors. Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
Sarasota Institute of Lifetime Learning begins its 46th season on Monday, January 9th in Sarasota, Venice, and Lakewood Ranch. Meet Blair Tyndall, author of Mozart in the Jungle, on Monday, January 9th, and information and intelligence expert Terry Roberts on Tuesday, January 10th. 72 global issues lectures by renowned experts. 24 musical conversations with great performers. Tickets are on sale now. For more information and to purchase season tickets, visit SILLSarasota.org.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, ISIS claiming responsibility for a deadly club shooting that left dozens dead in Turkey. Plus, tense time at the terminal. Tampa International evacuates, causing delays after a bag and a screen device sets off alarms. And Mariah meltdown, the singer now speaking out after her big flop on stage during a New Year's Eve performance.
Live from the ABC7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Don Brennan has the day off.
Looking at a very pleasant day today as well on this first work week of the new year.
I know, yeah. I'm
Happy
going
New
to have to hit Happy New Year to you as well. I'm going to have to hit the beach today after work because, like I said, I went Saturday and it was far too chilly for me.
A little chilly, yeah. A little chilly, a little breezy. I think today is going to be a much nicer day for beach going. Daytime highs today are going to top out very warm, coming in probably around the 80-degree mark. And like yesterday, we got a little bit of a wind surge in the afternoon. I don't think we'll see that strong of a wind today. We'll look for a few scattered showers over on the other coast, but I think we stay pretty dry today and don't see much in the way of rainfall. Maybe in inland areas there might be an isolated shower, but I think along the coastline should be fine. We'll look for a daytime high that tops out near the 80 mark, and the rain chances will be going up, though, as a cold front approaches tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up in a few.
All right, thanks so much, John. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning over in Bradenton. All looks well for the most part. There is a little bit of traffic picking up on on Manatee towards I-75. It looks like also southbound or northbound rather on 301 is also picking up as far as traffic concerns in Bradenton over in Sarasota. Looks like traffic is picking up on Fruitville towards 41. There also is an accident, traffic picking up on Bee Ridge Road as well, and an accident on I-75 northbound between exit 200 and exit 205 towards Clark Road here at 6:30 in the morning. And over in South County, all looks well towards that region of the area. Well, topping our news this half hour, ISIS is claiming responsibility for a New Year's shooting rampage in Turkey that has left at least 39 people dead. A massive manhunt is now underway for the attacker, who was caught on camera but has yet to be identified. Reed Binion has the latest.
I got shot in the leg, man. These crazy people came in shooting everything.
The first hours of 2017 witnessing what officials are calling the first terror attack of the year.
I saw one person there shooting. I'm hiding.
A little more than an hour after revelers at an Istanbul nightclub rang in the New Year's celebration turned into chaos. A security camera capturing the first moments of the attack. Bullets ricocheting in the street. The gunman running up to the front of the Reina nightclub, shooting and killing a police officer guarding the gate, then entering the club and opening fire.
At first, we thought it was a fight. Then there was a lot of gunfire. The bullets were flying past us. They were hitting the table around us.
Some club goers jumping into the icy Bosphorus River outside to escape the slaughter, with temperatures near freezing. The attacker slipping away into the night, leaving dozens dead and scores more injured.
This was, in their terms, a very well-planned, tactically smart attack.
CNN intelligence and security analyst Bob Baer describing what surveillance video may reveal about the attacker.
Coming in with speed, surprise, maximum violence, shooting the police at the door, tells me, this is a guess, it's somebody who's fought maybe in Syria or Iraq.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump is questioning Russia's involvement in the general election hack, despite the fact that 17 U.S. intelligence agencies concluded that Russia was behind the attack. Trump says he knows things that other people don't know, so they can't be sure of the situation. He also says we'll find out what he knows later this week. And Trump is also praising Vladimir Putin for not retaliating following President Obama's newest sanctions against the country. And over 200,000 immigrants have been deported over the past year. That's a 2% increase from 2015. But while the number of deportations was greater than last year, it was, however, a sharp decrease from 2014. 58% of those deported had criminal convictions. Authorities say the evacuation of a terminal at Tampa International Airport was all caused by a false alarm. Airport officials said on Twitter that the false alarm was triggered by a bag in a screening device. The airport's Airside F terminal was evacuated for about an hour on Sunday afternoon. However, when the area was cleared, passengers had to go back through security screenings to board their planes, and it was unclear how many flights were delayed because of the evacuation. The terminal serves international flights mainly. Now the rest of the airport continued operations as normal during the evacuation. A Wisconsin man is caught on camera attacking police officers. Take a look at this dash cam video from a Menasha police squad car. You can see a man charging toward the car and then diving into the windshield. He then proceeds to jump on top of the car. Now, authorities say this all happened just after midnight when officers responded to a call. Police say the 32-year-old man had been drinking and jumping on top of another car and then attacked a person. When the officers arrived, police say that's when the man charged the squad car and caused some significant damage as well. Well, Apple is now facing a lawsuit after a little girl was killed in a car accident caused by a driver using a popular app known as FaceTime behind the wheel. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the update on that story.
The family of this little girl filing a lawsuit against Apple, saying the video calling feature FaceTime is responsible for her death. Mariah Modisette died in this crash in Texas on Christmas Eve in 2014. The lawsuit claiming the driver, Garrett Wilhelm, now charged with manslaughter, was using FaceTime on his iPhone when he hit the vehicle Modisette and her family were in. Attorneys alleging Apple had a patent for a feature to block users from using FaceTime while driving, yet never installed it and never warned users of the potential dangers. FaceTime's not the only app under scrutiny right now.
Many of you may be wondering, what is the Snapchat speed filter?
In Philadelphia, 3 young women killed when their car slammed into a tractor trailer and burst into flames. Family members believe Snapchat played a role in the crash. Snapchat telling ABC News, "We actively discourage our community from using the speed filter while driving, including by displaying a do not snap and drive warning in the app itself."
Well, Apple is not commenting and has not yet filed a legal response to that lawsuit. At the time of the crash, there was no statewide law in Texas banning the use of cell phones while driving. Now that the holiday travel season has come to an end, TSA agents are sorting through thousands of lost items left behind on flights and at airports. At Denver International Airport, besides wallets, jewelry, and several cell phones, someone randomly left behind a chainsaw. There was also a hoverboard and a flat screen TV. Meanwhile, in Miami, several laptops were left behind, as well as a bronze bust and a picture of Mona Lisa. Well, if you accidentally leave something behind, you can file your claim with your airline and the airport right away. You can call the airport Lost and Found directly, and the more details you can give, the better chance you have at getting your belongings back. Mona Lisa.
Huh, I wonder when they have the big auction.
I know. Who would have thought? How do you even get that to the airport? Why?
Well, the chainsaw concerns me a little.
That's a little concerning as well.
I'm guessing that was in the check baggage.
Yeah.
just hoping.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Nice weather coming up for you today. Look like daytime high tops out near the 80 mark, so it'll be a warm afternoon. I know you're going to get a little beach time in. Should be perfect for that. No rain showers in today's forecast.
All right. Thanks so much, John. Well, these days, the average person spends more than half of their day sitting down. Now, a new study is showing a risk for men who sit down too much. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm Ray Collins, home of the Braves. With Collier County off the bench, is spring training a lock for Northport, or could negotiations mean extra innings?
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need
the Debt Ninja. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, you could be facing wage garnishments, levies, liens, property seizure, cancellation of business license, closure of business. The Debt Ninja fights your IRS debt. That's why you need the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja has found the best companies in the country who are on your side to fight debt. Want to learn if you qualify for the IRS Financial Hardship Program? Stop the IRS from garnishing your wages. Even if your bank account has been seized, if you have undeclared taxes, if you have existing IRS debt, it's not too late to call, so grab your phone now. Call the Debt Ninja at 800-945-0083. That's 800-945-0083. Settle your IRS debt to get the power of the Debt Ninja. Dial this number now, 800-945-0083.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we look for a pretty nice day today. We do have some scattered showers around on the East Coast, and we have some fog present here locally. So we'll have to watch for that. The further south you go, the further inland you go, the better your chances of getting some vision-limiting fog. Right now, it's not too bad here along the Suncoast, 10 and 6 miles per hour in Sarasota and Venice airports respectively. Down in Punta Gorda and further to the east, we start to see a little bit of fog picking up there. But even there, the visibility is coming in at about a half a mile, so not too bad. Over the next several mornings, we have a chance at seeing some thicker fog beginning to develop, particularly along the coastline. So we'll watch for that, keep you updated each morning. 65 the air temperature, dew point pretty close to it at 64. When you get those temperature dew points so close together, within a couple of degrees, you have that potential for fog, particularly under calm winds, though winds right now are not so calm. They're coming in southeast at about 7 miles per hour. 65 Wauchula, 67 Arcadia, 65 Myakka, Bradenton, Parrish, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota. Northport's a little warmer at 66, Inglewood warmer still at 68, 67 in Venice, and you folks in Longboat Key have 68 degrees as well. A stalled frontal boundary meanders through the deep south, an area of low pressure developing back in Texas. Heavy weather possible for parts of the deep south today. But for us, I think we come out pretty nice. I don't see much in the way of any kind of big rainfall potential today for our area. Maybe an isolated shower in inland areas, perhaps. That's about it. Rain chance today, I put it less than 20%. So I'm not even really including it, especially for coastal zones in the forecast. Tomorrow, a little bit better chance as we increase our moisture across the region. But the outlook for today shows a bullseye in the deep south for the potential of some stronger storms. If you are traveling to the Atlanta airport today, there may be airport delays. There certainly will be some airport delays, I think, later in the day for the New Orleans airports. So just allow yourself that little bit of extra time. For today, slight chance of a thunderstorm, as I mentioned, mostly in inland areas and mostly to the north. So I don't think our coastal residents are going to see much action today. Frontal boundary remains stalled to the north, and that'll be a focal point for shower and thunderstorm development. Then as that low pressure area that I was talking about in Texas ejects out of Texas and kind of rides right along that frontal boundary, we get that severe weather potential in the deep south. The frontal boundary attached to it will gradually and slowly approach our area, probably by late on Friday night into Wednesday morning. And that will bring us a chance at a scattered shower, though most of the energy will certainly be to the north with this system as it approaches. A warm afternoon for us today, higher humidity today as we have that southerly wind flow helping to really pump the humidity up. And then probably mostly dry today, but increasing rain chances starting tomorrow for about 24 hours or so. And then we're going to get some drier air in here. Watch what happens on the RPM computer model forecast. A lot of moisture lifts upward, maybe a chance at an inland shower, but the frontal boundary itself arrives here on Tuesday and brings us that slight chance of a shower, especially late in the night and then into Wednesday morning. That'll draw down some cooler, drier air, and we'll get several little shots of drier air through the week that will help keep our temperatures a little bit lower and our dew point values a little bit more comfortable. So it looks like a good first work week ahead. South wind at about 10 knots today. Shouldn't be too much variation there. 2-foot seas and a light chop. And the official Suncoast forecast calls for a slight chance of a shower Tuesday night into Wednesday with that front. Then temperatures dip to near 70, upper 60s, right straight into the weekend with only another little chance of showers on Friday. Back to you, Jacqueline.
All right, thanks so much, John. Taking a look at your Suncoast traffic this morning. Over in Manatee County, everything is looking good so far this morning. Just a little bit of traffic heading into Bradenton on the DeSoto Bridge. Also heading east on Manatee Avenue past I-75. In Sarasota, just a little traffic in the construction zone heading east on Bee Ridge Road, and one accident on I-75 northbound at the exit to Clark Road, and no issues this morning over in South County. Well, these days, the average person spends more than half of their day sitting down. Well, now a new study shows a risk for men who sit down too much. In a study led by the Cooper Institute in Texas, researchers studied thousands of subjects, finding that men who sit more are more likely to be overweight. In fact, men who sat virtually all the time, whether at home, work, or at school, were at least twice as likely to be obese compared to men who didn't sit down much at all. Now, this finding was true whether or not the men drank or smoked. Oddly enough, though, the finding did not hold true for women. And getting in shape is one of the most popular New Year's resolutions. We've all heard it before. Now, that's where these people come in, personal trainers. Well, today, it's National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. Trainers can play a major role in helping you reach your fitness and health goals. So take time today to let them know how much you appreciate them and their dedication to helping you get fit. Well, some sad news out of Hollywood. Actor William Christopher has died at the age of 84. Best known for his portrayal of Father Mulcahy, he's on the beloved TV show MASH. Christopher died Saturday morning due to a deteriorating health. And Dick Clark Productions is hitting back against Mariah Carey's claim this morning that they sabotaged her live performance on TV at its New Year Rockin' Eve special. Now, Carey's disaster during the annual New Year's Eve special made international headlines. The superstar, if you remember, vocally stumbled through her performance. Carey's representative, Nicole Perna, blames technical difficulties. In an interview with Billboard, she said Dick Clark Productions hampered Carey's performance and set her up to fail. The production company claims that those claims are absurd. Well, Los Angeles residents awoke New Year's Day to find a prankster had altered the famed Hollywood sign to read instead Hollyweed. Los Angeles police have dispatched a unit to investigate the apparent vandalism. Police have also notified the city's Department of General Services, whose officers patrol Griffith Park in the area of the rugged Hollywood Hills near the sign. Now, California voters back in November approved Proposition 64, which legalized the recreational use of marijuana beginning in 2018. And it's already a good year for fans of Ed Sheeran. That's because the singer-songwriter last put out an album in 2014. It's been a while, so he took all of 2016 off. But Sheeran started 2017 on a high note by posting a video on Twitter announcing that he has new music coming on Friday. You could say he was just thinking out loud. Well, Benedict Cumberbatch not only plays Sherlock Holmes on TV, it turns out he's related to the character's creator. The genealogy website Ancestry.com dug into Cumberbatch's family tree and discovered he and the late Sir Arthur Conan Doyle are 16th cousins, twice removed. While their common ancestor, a son of England's King Edward III, of course. Go figure on that one. Meanwhile, former President Jimmy Carter and his family visited a turtle hospital on Friday, helping to release a rehabilitated loggerhead sea turtle. The 70-pound turtle named Salty getting another chance at life in the wild after being treated for months for an infection. Definitely love sea turtle releases. Well, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, it's a celebration for a new year and for the first babies of 2017. We'll introduce you to the first one born here in Sarasota. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
All right, welcome back. It is 6:52. Here's a look at what you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Manatee County law enforcement won't soon forget 2016, as last year has a record-setting number of homicides in the county. 22 homicides are being reported in 2016. And the number of Florida panther deaths are on the rise. State wildlife officials say the biggest problem is motorists hitting them. And it's out with the old and in with the new, as Sarasota's Ocean Preservers will host a beach cleanup today on Lido Beach starting at 8:30 this morning. And taking a look at traffic, it looks like in Bradenton, traffic is picking up heavy northbound on 301, it looks like, and heading down towards Sarasota, it looks like traffic is picking up over on Bee Ridge as well from the construction zone. And then also, it looks like we have an accident on I-75 northbound between exit 200 and exit 205 off of Clark Road over in South County. Not a whole lot going on. Traffic slightly picking up towards Venice, but that's about it this morning.
So the roadways are quiet, but things are looking pretty good here in Weatherland as well. We have a daytime high today that tops out about where we did yesterday. Yesterday we hit 81. We'll probably do about the same thing again today. A little bit higher humidity today, however, and maybe an inland shower. I think the coast remains quiet. Tomorrow night through Wednesday morning, a chance of showers for everyone as a cold front moves through. That cold front promises us sunnier skies on Thursday and cooler temperatures as well. We'll be dipping into the 50s for the rest of the week. A series of little impulses will keep us cool.
All right, well, a couple in Arizona rang in the new year with the birth of their twin sons. But here's the catch. The babies were actually born in different years. If you can believe it, Everett Jackson Shea is officially the first baby of 2017 in Phoenix. But just moments before Everett's birth, his twin brother was born, Sawyer. Now, Sawyer is officially the last baby born in 2016. Now, the twins were born at 37 weeks. Sawyer, the bigger guy, at 5 pounds 5 ounces, and his twin brother Everett at 4 pounds 8 ounces. And what a story the parents will have to tell from now on. And some bragging rights for those little boys. Sarasota celebrating its first baby this year, this weekend, also at Sarasota Memorial Hospital. The delivery at 12:39, more than a half hour after the pineapple dropped just a few blocks away in downtown Sarasota. While most were celebrating their New Year's, one family was preparing to add another person to their clan.
We were having little red Solo cups of pomegranate juice and watched the ball drop, and then 10 minutes later I started pushing and had him at 12:39. That is the most amazing way to start the new year.
And that baby has been named Colton. Over in Manatee County, though, the Bradenton Herald reports Lakewood Ranch welcomed their first baby of 2017. Rebecca Bruss-Aston Ryder was born at 1:50 a.m. to Pamela Bruss-Aston Ryder. She was a healthy 7 pounds 6 ounces. The hospital gave the family an American Express card and pink roses to celebrate her birth and the new year. How exciting is all of that?
That is awesome. That is awesome. You know, a happy new year to all of our loyal fans, too, who have been with us, viewers, throughout the year. We really do appreciate that and wish you all, you know, happiness and prosperity in the new year.
Yeah, and I am fortunate to be able to join you all in 2017.
Great to have
year.
you here.
So I'm looking forward to a great year here in Sarasota for 2017.
I think you'll love this town. It is an awesome town
So
with
far.
lots to offer.
So far, I've loved this area and the community.
Catching in a little beach weather today. Should be fine for that. The temperatures will be mild enough. Don't have any red tide problems, so if you're visiting as well, you picked a good week.
All right, thanks so much, John. We'll stay around and stick around because Good Morning America is coming up next.